Hey coaches, I just want to take this moment to say thank you again for being a part of our upward season. You guys have been awesome, and can't thank you enough for your time and commitment to this ministry that we are just so glad to be a part of and have the privilege to invest in families to help families find and follow Christ. Ultimately, that's what our goal is to help a young child, a mom, a dad, through basketball to find the person of Jesus Christ and to follow him the rest of their life. So thank you for partnering with us in this. And I just want to take a few minutes here just to remind you of a few things that are coming up and make sure that we're all on the same page. Yeah, the first thing I want us to be on the same page with is regard to our practice devotion at the end. Thank you for leading that out. I hope that you are taking time to prepare yourself as well as challenge your parents to help the kids memorize the Bible verses that we have. But as you know, in the notebook that you received, there was some practice devotions that were at the end of the practice here. And each one of these had a week of. And so next week, when you look at devotion 8, practice 8, and it's going to say week of February 4th, actually that's going to say week, you need to change that to the 28th. I originally, in planning out the calendar, had planned on presenting the gospel during that time, but didn't realize that how short into the season we were and having 5 games left, that was too early. So we're going to move the gospel presentation back a couple of weeks. I'll get you some more details on that. But if you can just keep in order, just keep going through. So you should be doing practice. Your practice devotion should be devotion 8 this coming week, the week of January 28th, okay? And the next thing that I want us to be on the same page with is regarding our pictures. You will hear this Saturday that pictures are coming up the week of February 4th. So next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, no matter where you're practicing at, you'll get a packet that will tell you what time your pictures are on your picture night. Now, you might have to adjust your practice schedule and maybe do your devotion at the beginning to allow for us to get all our teams in. We're trying to do it before your practice. But some of you who have a 5 o'clock practice, that's difficult. And so we're just going to ask you to be a little flexible and patient as we move through the picture process the week of February 4th. And then also, just so you know, we'll have pictures here at First McKinney for the teams that practice here, and then we'll have a photographer out at Ray's Mill to take pictures there at Ray's Mill as well on your practice night. So help us communicate with the parents what your picture time is, that they need to be in uniform, and then also you'll get a flyer that kind of comes from our photographer that tells about the pricing for the picture. So thank you for helping us communicate that in this next week. And the last thing I want us to be on the same page with is regarding to our substitution process. You as coaches should have evaluated your players, giving them a letter according to their ability that you evaluated them on. So A, B, C, D, E, whatever letter you gave them, that's the letter that they will have for your ability that you've ranked them on. And then at the beginning of each game, you'll start your substitution process based on what week it is. So this week it's game 3, so you will start with your C player and then begin your rotation for substitution process that way. So you have your C, D, E, F players out there if you're playing 4-on-4 in our 1st and 2nd grade. But if you're in 3rd and 4th or 5th and 6th grade, you're going to have C, D, E, F, and G players all the way lined up at that first 6 minutes. From the sideline at half court out, you line them up alphabetically. So C players next to the line, D all the way down. Now, sometimes we have some situations that occur in the rotation and substitution because not everybody has all their players there, or heights are different. One coach might have 2 or 3 kids that are a little bit taller than the other team. And so you as coaches have to make some decisions. It is okay to switch a player 1 or 2 spots over to be able to guard someone of equal height. But you as the coach, along with the other coach, need to communicate and work together as a team to create the best matchups that you can that will help each child. Never do we want to lower a kid's self-esteem because we put them out there against a kid that's much faster than them, but we made the switch based on height. So just work together. Sometimes that's after the first 6 minutes or after every kid's got an opportunity to play 6 minutes. Then you and the other coach can look and say, wow, we need to make sure that these 2 kids stay matched up. So whatever we need to do that, let's do it. And I, as well as the officials, are absolutely fine. That's the intent of upward basketball. And so I just want to encourage you to work together as coaches, not compete against one another, but work together as coaches to create the best competitive game that you can. And that is by working together and matching kids up according to their ability. And then if you have to, then you have to go by height and make a few changes. So I hope that helped you guys understand a little bit about some of the uniqueness of upward basketball. Again, I can't thank you enough for being a coach this year. You guys are doing a great job. It's hard to believe we got 5 more games after this week, and it's been fun to watch the growth already. I will say this, as you move into this season and move down the season, whether you're first and second grade division coach or third, fourth, fifth, sixth, please make sure that you are working your kids on places on the floor, giving them a position, having some organization on the floor, having some plays, assigning kids to who's going to be bringing the ball up. Instead of having 4 kids standing around the ball going, Johnny, 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 give me the ball, give me the ball. You assign the kids to bring the ball up and let the other kids go down and get their spots or spaces on the floor. So thank you again for being involved as a coach. Our passion and our focus for ministry here is to help people, whether that's a young child or a senior adult, doesn't matter, from kindergarten to senior adults. We're trying to help folks find and follow Christ. And so with Upward Basketball, we have a great opportunity to use a basketball to build some relationships with families and then to instill the plan that God has for us, and that's to invite Christ into our heart. And we'll be talking more about that in the weeks to come, because we will be sharing the gospel to each of the players at your practice here in the weeks to come. So thank you again, and may God bless you for your time and effort. And just know that we are so thankful for all that you do in order for us to have a league called Upward Basketball. So have a great week, and we'll see you Saturday at your games. God bless you.